rugby stories. Because we're both playing forward, I remember.
I was shooting The Hobbit, and I worked with an actor, I don't want to mention names, and the person hurt themselves because we rehearsed the thing, and rehearsal was important, especially when you're doing stunts. The person can blame, and this is where Peter Jackson is the master director. He calls me, he's just like, so my sons at the time, I was coaching their under 6-year-old. When you watch 6-year-olds playing a violent sport like rugby and trying to take each other's heads off, it's like they're so young and cute, but they're playing real violent. But I told Peter how my son, they were playing the grand final, he fractured his wrist, he's 6 years old. And I said to him, I'm gonna pull you off, son. And he's like, no, Daddy, I don't want to let the team down. It was, hit me here. And when he made me tell that story, the person who was complaining just shook off that complaint and we carried on without him. Rugby to me is it's gladiatorial like football. It's like you learn a lot about yourself, your fears. It's like Park Rangers. You fight the bully. No matter what you go through in life, you just have to fight for your life. You gotta fight. Rugby talking.
Hey, so you mentioned Rihanna earlier. Do you have any good stories or stories that you can share from Battleship?
Yep. So I went there early to learn how to drive a Navy rip boat. You know, it's because I had these two. I had Taylor Kitsch, who was on his rise from Friday Night Lights. He did John Carter. He was on Savages. I had him on the boat, and I had to drive him and Rihanna. We had these scenes out when we spot the alien ship. So I put their lives in my hands. So we went through some military training, Navy training. I had to learn how to drive this riverboat. And honestly, man, it was scary because I was saying yes, no, I got this. And when they were teaching it to me, like my insecurities would start coming in, doubt. You know what I mean? So I was there 2 weeks. I was practicing, and then Rihanna comes on set. And this is where we're talking about being starstruck. And even though I said I don't show my fan, I'm a fan. But like I said, I don't want to show that because it lowers my status. Because it's her first movie. And I've done a few. I've been on TV, you know? So even though she's the biggest star, but she's in my craft. So she came on set, and it was funny because just the hype, man. This girl was like 22 at the time, you know? And like she just released a song with Eminem. She was the one. She was that famous. Paparazzi were like staying at their distance where they should be. Long lens cameras taking photos and pictures. And when she came on, we're on this rib boat where we're shooting. And I don't know if you have these moments, but I have a lot of them. So I was standing there in my Navy uniform, and everyone's like, Rihanna's coming on set. Rihanna's coming on set. And I'm sitting there like, who's she? And she comes on, and she's got like people following her. And there's just this energy when a big superstar walks into the room, right? And I'm standing by this green stand, and I'm stuck there. We're getting ready to go on the rib boat. And she comes in, she's getting mic'd, and she's standing there, and she's looking around. And I'm like, natural. Like, whatever it takes for me to act natural, I'm standing. And she looks over, and she's like, get away. She starts walking over, and as she's walking over, I'm like, and she's like, hi, you too. And I was like, hey man, how's it going? And I kissed this, it's a Polynesian thing. I mean, a lot of you I know invaded your personal space lately, but a Polynesian thing is when we meet women, is we kiss, like Italian men, we kiss. So I grabbed her and I was like, hey Rihanna, so happy to work with you. And like, you know the ducks, when they're floating on water, they just underneath the legs of it. Give her a kiss. I stepped back and I was just talking to myself, be natural, just be you, John, you are enough, you are. The vibe of this woman. And she walks off, and I remember like the crew and everybody pretending to work because everybody's stuck. And the dude walks past me and he's like, dude, did you just kiss Rihanna? I stand there like, yeah, bro.
then we got home, you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Dude, and it was like, they had people running around for them on set, but I was like, would you like water around? Is anything I can get you? I hate when that happens. You're worth it. But yeah, I was taken. But then after we were on this thing for like 12 hours filming, so we're just on this boat, hanging out, talking, and she's just your average girl. Like, she reminds me of my sister, you know, and I've got sisters her age. And I was just doing the math psychologically in my mind to just be like, just talk to her, you know, don't, it's easy to get flustered. And so when I meet some people here, and I'm so grateful that they're speechless, but I'm like, just breathe, find the words. It's happening, I'm here. No, it was like, just relax. I'm grateful to be here. And I hope you guys felt that energy from me. I don't want you to ever feel like I was better than you. I think we're all part of an extended family. I just happen to be a ranger. Thank you. That was one reality story, really. I was more, let me finish, sorry. I was more in awe of Liam Neeson. Because he does sound that way. I will find you. He sounds that way. And he's tall as, almost the way. When we were sitting down in the green room, and while everybody was acting on stage, I went and picked up my chick, which I'll tell you on it. Moved Rihanna's and put it next to Liam. Put it down next to Liam Neeson. And then tried to act natural when he came in and he sat down. And, hey, Liam. Sorry.
Hello, my name's Corey, and I'm from Australia. That's my...
G'day, mate.
There you go.
Your brother, Ferris, was over here for a while, but we had to get him excluded.
My question is, there's this game called Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Did you do the voice for Doggy Kruger?
Nah, man. I wish I did. I didn't even know there was a Power Rangers game. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even know there's a Power Rangers game out there. And now that I do know, my son plays Red Dead and Call of Duty. Yeah. And my other twins, they play Fortnite. They're gonna all get a pack of that for Christmas. Like, yeah, my favorite game. Power Rangers. Oh yeah, good night. I love you, son. You I'm nothing. I'm just dad to them. There is no. People go to me, bro, you famous? I'm like, not in my household. Not in my house, man. I have to drop my kids a block away for them to be comfortable. Dad, can you just remember? I walk the rest of the way to school. I'm like, hey, man, you know I'm a Power Ranger. Dad, can you just stop the camera? I don't play the games, buddy.
Oh, yeah. There's like JDF who does the Green and the White Ranger, and he does Draken as well.
Wow.
So he does those three characters.
And I'm going to see if I can try and score me a freebie while I'm here. But thank you. I'm going to try and get into the game. No, but I wish I did voice it. I don't like it. I don't like hearing something that's done by somebody else. I can hear it. You know, Kermit never sounded the same. When Jim Henson passed. Star Wars was never the same when they took the puppetry out of it. Yeah. Really, real talk. When they CGI'd that world, the mesh of puppetry and you know, the 80s CGI was what gave Star Wars its world. It was theater, space, fantasy.
Yeah, all the good stuff. Yeah, all the good stuff.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Yes.
Back to wearing the suit for Dagger Kruger. Did you actually do any of the fight scenes as Kruger, or was that just?
That was my stuntman, Hirokazu, Japanese stuntman, and yeah, like I said, just all the action stuff. And I always wanted to do my own stunts. So when it came to playing Dagron, I talked to the producers into giving me a fight scene because I want to show that I can do the physical stuff. You know, being a rugby player too, I love the physical stuff. But they're like, if you get hurt, we have to pay you $1 million insurance. I'll break a leg for that. Yeah. I'm that kid who played with imaginary friends. I climbed trees in my time and era in the 80s. We played outside. And I don't know if any of y'all remember that. But my kids now, like I try to get them off this and get them out into the world. you know? It's easy to be expressive on social media, but some people lack the basic skill to make conversation and exchange information and show virtues and learn character. I want my son to go out there and not have game when they're trying to talk to people, or their first love, you know what I mean? Like, it's important to have dialogue. I've said this before in a podcast, people can be mean out there, man. But for me, in my mind, I'm like, if you do not take your veil down, then I can't come into your life and take you apart. So what validates your opinion to me? You're just being me. We fuck the bullies anyway. What's up, brother?
Hey,
How you
Mr.
doing?
Chewy. I actually have 2 questions for you.
Yeah.
First off, when you started playing Sergeant Silverback, how did you feel about having playing that kind of character? How did that connect
It
to
was
the Rangers?
refreshing for me as an actor, because it's not about being seen, but I want to show off that I can act. So when they were looking at the casting, I said, "Let me plan." And then I based Sergeant Silverback on Lee Ermey's performance on Full Metal Jacket. You know, Lee Ermey was that that southern hard drill instructor. And I love to play it. And then I had to find, I didn't want to just make him look like a driller, so I tried to. This is a species of life that, you know, happened to be his planet, are all gorillas. So I tried. It was hard because the prosthetics didn't move. It was hard, you know. So this part that was out there was like Planet of the Apes, Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes. Mm-hmm. You guys see that? Well, you know, the prosthetics were similar to that, but you couldn't see. So I had to really highlight how my mouth moves, so the prosthetics were whatever it took for me to make him work and to make the character come to life. I'm about that life.
Yeah, and I told you this the first time we met, but how do you feel now about Commander Kruger now being the Supreme Commander of SPD headquarters after Fowler Birdie's retirement?
Proud. And you know, if I could put the helmet back on, I would. Because in hindsight, now that I've had a flush career and working with people, and I'm more confident with myself, I would love to die in the suit one more time and deliver a performance that's.
Yeah, and you did in Soul the Dragon as well. Like your character appeared in one panel.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys blew me away, man. Thank you so much.
It's a great group. Let's give it up for John really quickly here. It's always unique to get the different perspectives from the different people from different walks of life. And we still have a few minutes here. We're not wrapping up quite yet.
Man.
But I just wanted to take a moment again to say that of all the people that do come through, it's important for us as a family of Ranger fans and as a cast to remember that, yeah, we really are all a part of this fantastic thing. And it means a lot to me personally, and I'm sure it means a lot to the audience that you feel that connection with the people. And you've time and time again today and over the weekend reiterated that. When I first met John, it was just 2 days ago, but I feel like I've known him for years. And for that, I say thank you.
Yeah, I don't try to impress people. That's where I think we can go crazy, you know? But I try to lead with love. Good advice, Ranger.
That's always good advice. I love it.
And you know, those surround good people around. Surround yourself with good people. Just have the right people around you. My wife is a rock in my life, you know? I have annoyed her for 18 years. 18 years. And she gave me a message yesterday. She says, "It's too quiet." I actually do miss the snoring. Marry your best friend. Don't chase that couple. Marry your friend. Because when the looks fade, the character's forever. Yes.
You've mentioned how you got your character and everything for Doggy Kruger. What was your process going into Mystic Force for the Solarisknight, developing the
It
character?
had to be different.
Yeah.
And then I came into the season halfway through, so the Rangers had already bonded. So I was coming into a family that I didn't know what my relationship was with them. And truthfully, when you look at all the Rangers, every season there is a trait. And you know what I mean? Like Red Ranger, like if I don't see the same trait that I saw in Red Ranger 10 years ago in this Ranger, I'm not going to be connected to it. And Red Ranger and Blue used to go through that struggle of going through hardship and then reinventing themselves and overcoming trials and tributes. That's what the Ranger, some of the stories blow my mind. They're epic. They're epic, you know what I mean? I was really impressed with some of the writing. My process was, like I said, I based it on Russell Crowe. I liked the story and I liked the way he performed it, and I made him sound Kiwi. And it was interesting because when I was watching it, it was like, you see this big Polynesian man, and he sounds totally different from what's expected. Being unpredictable was always attractive to me, and being predictable. Yeah. It's the mystery. Like if you're showing me, how do I put it? If you're showing me too much, I'd rather, the mystery is more attractive to me than the total reveal. Because it keeps me thinking, I want more. I want to peer around. Don't show me any leg. Like, yeah. Does that make sense?
A little bit. I want to see more.
You find the truth and make yourself happy with that. Because I think I just lost myself too. But the core of what I'm trying to say, I like the mystery more than the reveal. Trying to find the words I say.
Okay, my question is, do you think that you being the first Polynesian actor to portray like in the Power Rangers role, do you think that may motivate?
Poor was, and I felt when I came into the world, I was like grateful to be there, and I was like, I don't know, I need you guys to straighten me out on this. I didn't Wikipedia myself, but somebody said to me that I was the only person that played 2 mentor roles, and I was like, I don't go looking for it. This is what people have told me, so I might be wrong on that, but correct me if I am.
Yeah, you actually played 2 mentor roles. Yeah, you were both 6 Rangers, and you were both a mentor. Both 6, yeah.
I just got to convince my kids that it's the best thing in their lives. What's your question, sir? Sorry.
Yeah. I'm just like thinking, because it's like to get where you are, where you're from, like Polynesia is full of islands. It's like
Pacific Islanders.
I mean, I guess I could need to do a little bit of like research and knowledge about those areas, but it's like.
Well, let me share. I know what you're saying. I am proud to be Polynesian and to be working. And it was hard to be boxed in LA because they were like. I remember being in Louisiana filming and ran into some dudes like, hey man, where you from? I'm like, you Cuban? I was like, nah man. I was wearing rugby shorts. They're like, what you wearing, boxer shorts? I was like, nah, these are rugby shorts. Yeah, he looked like he eat too much. I'm a well-fed Cuban. I was like, what the hell does that mean? I'm well-fed. And I love the Cuban people. I'm Tongan in heritage. And I'm from, as far as I know, I'm the first for a race of people in terms of being Tongan. And in terms of Polynesians, Rock, Dwayne Johnson, Cliff Curtis, Tim Morrison, there's a lot of Jason Momoa, there's a few Polynesians out there that are paving the way. And when people say, what's the difference? And I go, man, it's like when you look at La Raza, the Latino races, they're all one race, but they're different countries, right? Yeah, it's sort of similar with Polynesians. Yeah, man. It's like, yeah, that's it. And I love Dwayne Johnson's half Polynesian, half black, he's half Samoan. I don't know if you guys seen Home to the Shore, but it was emotional for me to be part of a movie with the man. Because I remember him 20 years ago and going to myself, damn, he's becoming a big deal. Hopefully I get to work with this guy. I never thought I ever would. I never thought I'd be a Power Ranger. I never thought I'd be on the set with Rihanna or working with Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
My journey's been, I hope my journey's inspired people to just be fearless in their pursuit and just be real with themselves and accept themselves and love themselves.
Yeah, it's just because like the transportation costs getting to there to like New Zealand or anywhere else.
Well, New Zealand's used for filming because it's the one country where you can go from snowy top mountains and in 20 minutes be at a sunny beach. So location-wise, it's perfect. So when they were shooting all the Power Ranger seasons there, the terrain was perfect for Power Rangers. Like Lord of the Rings was perfect to be shot in New Zealand. It's a great place. One of the movies I love is Last Samurai, and they shot it in New Zealand, and I was angry that I was still at drama school when the movie came out. I don't know if I answered the question, but we found some truth in
It's
this.
just like down the road, there'd be more like Polynesian actors.
I want to see more Polynesian stories out there. From what I know, some of our stories, like you guys see Hunt for the Wilder people, right?
Like
Warriors,
Power
they produce some really hardcore movies. Werewolf Rider. So to me, some of the best stories are the domestic stories that are told, and the big action, and the big budget movies. Because stories from the human heart hit for me. What's up, brother?
John.
Hey, bro.
Love you, bro.
My man, I love you too.
All right. Perhaps you can help me, or some of us, solve a mystery. Might not be a mystery to some of you, but straight from Doggy's mouth. How does Doggy's snout fit into the helmet?
Everybody asks that. And you know what? They don't pay me enough to talk about it. It's interesting, but in that world, it works. But I was always like, he just...
Helmet's bigger on the inside.
It's a dimensional thing.
That's what I feel like. Goes into another dimension. You don't have a nose in there.
So are you going with interdimensional?
Yeah.
Okay.
Space, the baby in space.
All right.
That helmet, yeah.
Thank you. Love you again.
Too, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks.
That's great, Stan.
And I really liked what you said at Paul's. I really liked what you said at Paul's memorial. I heard you, brother. And when you ever feel in doubt, or don't be so hard on yourself. I've buried a lot of friends growing up at a young age, so I don't know. I speak for me. I buried a lot of friends, so I appreciated life differently. Man. I had to live for them, and just march fearlessly forward with no regrets.
That's good advice. Thank you, John. One more question I think we have time for, guys. Right here.
Yes.
Hey again, John. Over. I thought of another one actually. We talked about this at your table a little bit, but if you could talk a little bit about working with Kelson Henderson, who's been so many different faces in this franchise.
Kelson?
And you worked with him. Kelson, yeah, you worked with him.
That's my dude,
different
man.
seasons.
Yeah. Well, he's so talented. He's a craftsman. He's a craftsman. And would you believe if I told you in New Zealand when I first saw him, he was playing a stripper in this TV series?
Yes.
Next minute, I'm working with him on SPD. I'm like, man, I love working with giving, humble actors, and Kelson's one of them. He's my bro. He owns a steakhouse in New Zealand, and I still don't get discounts. I have nothing but love for Kelson. Talented actor. Some of his characters are so awesome and quirky. He's about that life, that actor's life. Real actors, not just fame mongers. Real actors. You know what I'm saying?
Well, first of all, I did not know that was a part of Polynesian culture, with the kiss until yesterday.
Remember how surprised you were when I planted one on you?
Yeah.
When I absolutely invaded your privacy. And you know what? I didn't use the hand sanitizer the whole time I was there. With all of you, I've spread germs everywhere.
Anyways,
You're not coming to see me anymore.
Well, I'm a multicultural and humanities major, so that's a new thing to learn for me. But anyways, since a past Power Ranger had done it, Dan Shumpert did it, would you want to play a blind person, like a blind character on a movie or a show?
For me, I have the role has to speak, and then when I go and I come back completely. Sorry. Would I play a blind character? If the storyline was good, I've made some really brave choices in my career, and a lot of them were, I was scared. I'm always scared when I'm acting, because I'm always going, am I going to be good? you know? I don't want to embarrass my children and my parents. So when I hold myself into account that way, I put my best foot forward. If the role was substantial, like I wouldn't just go out there and just want to play a blind role, but it would be an honor to learn how you live in a world none of us have the idea. The only taste of us in your world is when we're walking and stub our toe in the middle of the night. And I respect you, and I thank you. And yeah.
Awesome, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up one more time for the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you.
Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up.
Yes, please. This is for you, John, and I know that a lot of cast members have had good ovations over the years, but in all the time here, I just want to thank you again for how humble you are and how amazing you are to all of us here.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. And yes, I'll be at the bar. No, I will see you